Mean you really want to date? Mr. Conrad made it seem like he was a little overprotective. I don't want to mess with a guy with a tiger. What? No, he wants me to date super badly. Well, only if your dad's okay with it. That's when I finally got asked out on a date, and Amber was fuming. I know I said Mr. Conrad was cool with it, but the guy brought a tiger to school because a girl gave me free clothes. I decided to keep Xander a secret, just for a bit, and only tell Mr. Conrad when the time was right. Until then, I told him I was visiting Julie for the night. He insisted on flying us out to France or letting us use his yacht, but I insisted we just wanted a fun, girls-only evening at the orphanage. I drove down to the city and met Xander at a comic convention. It was the easiest way for us to have fun while keeping my secret. We hit it off super well. He was a little weirded out that I made us wear costumes, but figured it was just a fun Comic-Con thing. Our date went so well that we decided to go on even more. We couldn't dress up in costumes every weekend, so I needed to find ways to be creative. Every time, I convinced Xander to go somewhere far away or in disguises, and every time, I told Mr. Conrad I was meeting Julie. I didn't want Mr. Conrad not to approve of Xander. At the same time, Xander was getting super suspicious. We always had our date in remote places, and I would never kiss him in public. The more serious we got, the harder it was to hide. Xander wanted to post pictures of us on social media and wanted to go to events together. I made excuses to avoid every real public appearance, and it all became more and more awkward. Even though we were official, I was even weird about us hanging out after school, just in case Mr. Conrad made a surprise visit. One time, he tried to run up and kiss me as Mr. Conrad dropped me off, and I instinctively spilled tea on his coat to distract him. Amber saw us and ran up to us laughing. Wow, some girlfriend you got there, Xander. I told her to shut up and go steal someone else's man. Amber got angry and pointed out how I was acting like Mr. Conrad didn't know we were dating. You just don't want to piss Daddy off. You spoiled baby. I swear I was about to punch her. But then Xander interrupted and said, "That's crazy because Mr. Conrad does know about us. Right, Dana?" I quickly changed the subject, but it was obvious it had gotten to Xander. The final straw came when I showed up to our date wearing a long trench coat, giant sunglasses, and a huge hat. I told Xander it was the latest fashion, but he stared at me with a hurt look. Are you embarrassed of me because my family is only millionaires? I assured him it was all fine and told him I was just nervous about telling Mr. Conrad. He was perfect and I loved him just the way he was. He said with a broken voice, "Then why do you want to hide me?" I tried to explain how Mr. Conrad was a little sensitive and I wasn't sure how he would respond to everything. He told me that he wasn't some secret. He